Hey, Saint. Hey, Melissa. What's going on, ladies? Hey, what what y'all up to today? Y'all see my cord? I just realized my phone, y'all. My phone was about to say bloop. Hey, y'all. Hey. We walking and talking over here in Lions Pride like we do every day. Thank you, ladies, for stopping in here saying hello. It's Taco Tuesday. Melissa says, hey, long time. What you been up to, Melissa? Saint says, just stop by to say hi. Thank you, Saint. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So we moving. Y'all know we keep it moving. We keep it moving. We're moving. We keep it moving over here in Lions Pride. Hey, Shawanda. Happy Tuesday, Shawanda. How you been? How are you? Thank you for those 2 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get moving. We keep it moving over here, okay? We walk and talk, but you gotta remember what? The most important part is the what? The walking. There's the cactus. It's getting so big, y'all. It's getting so big. Shawanda says, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, Shawanda. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Hope that you guys have had a great Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. A thankful Tuesday. Look, sometimes they say thankful Thursday. I like to say thoughtful Thursday. But look, we got to be thankful for each day and thoughtful about each day. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. How about you? Well, you just said you're doing good, didn't you, Shawanda? So what y'all up to? What y'all eating today? Y'all know that's like a very important question over here in Lions Pride, right? What you eating today? What you eating, Melissa? What you eating, Shawanda? Saint, if you still in here, what y'all eating? It's hot today, y'all. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot. I'm trying to figure out something to do with these clothes because when I tell y'all it's hot, I might have to take off this jacket, and it's a light jacket. It's not heavy at all. It's lightweight. Shawanda says she just in these YouTube streets. I know, Shawanda, I know, just in these YouTube streets. Look, that's the, just, stroll around, Shawanda. Stroll and scroll around. Protect your peace now. Protect your peace. And check out the streets, okay? You're eating leftovers. Did you cook yesterday, Shawanda? Did you cook or did your mom cook? Did you cook or did your mom cook? Leftovers are good. Leftovers give it time to it gives that food time to soak up all that flavor. All right, the leftovers are good. Ain't nothing wrong with leftovers. I love certain leftovers, and certain leftovers I can do without. So a lot of people don't like leftovers at all. I'm good with Rise, you want to look. Just scroll and stroll, okay? Scroll and stroll. Stroll and scroll, and protect your peace, okay? Scroll, protect your peace. SSP. Scroll. If you want to say stroll and scroll, but make sure you protect your peace. Because these streets could be something else, okay? They could be something else. So just stroll. Sometimes you see something going on, you just want to keep on strolling or keep on scrolling. Whichever one you want to say. Your mom could. I knew it, Shawanda. Look, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good. It is a blessing. That is good. That is good. I'm going to do these quick 30 minutes today. I think I'm going to keep it to 30 minutes today. Because I got some stuff I got to do. It's so nice and warm. I got some other things I need to do. Y'all, I was talking about this yesterday. The daylight is longer. We're having more daylight. We got certain flowers that are blooming. It's like it's a little spring peeking through. A little bit of spring is peeking through. Sure is. So y'all watch the legs move, look at the legs move, and I hope that it encourages you, it motivates you to get up and move, whether it be walking, jogging, running, skipping, dancing, walking in place, marching in place. Get on your stationary bicycle in your home or at the gym. Get on your elliptical, get on your treadmill at home or in the gym. Get on your walking pad. Get on your mini stepper. The mini stepper is just used to kind of build up that muscle for me. Okay? Build up those calves and keep those calves strong. Right? Jump rope, box. Do some type of cardiovascular aerobic activity for 30 minutes each day. At least 30 minutes, y'all. At least give them 30 minutes. I prefer an hour. All right? Prefer an hour. But it depends on your fitness level, you know. So we say at least 30 minutes, but depending on where you are in your journey, 15 minutes is good. 15 minutes is good too. Somebody chopped down a tree. Somebody chopped down a tree, and it's like small limbs and stuff all over the place. They didn't do a good job of cleaning it up. It was like a yard tree. It wasn't real big, but they didn't do a good job of cleaning it up. Shawanda says her mom cooked. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Shawanda. That's a blessing. That is a blessing. If your mom cooked, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. When moms cook, let me tell you, when you're eating mom's food, it's a whole different kind of taste on it, you know? It's a mother's touch. It's a mother's touch and a mother's love. It's a mother's touch and a mother's love. You can't cook like mama unless your mama doesn't like to cook and she's not a good cook. But not saying you should want, I'm just saying in general. People be swearing they can cook better than their mama. Your mama probably didn't let you think that. Your mama probably let you think that, because let me tell you something about moms. When the kids become adults, moms don't like to cook anymore. I won't say all, but many of them, they don't like to cook anymore. Once you become an adult, you know, and if you learn some things from mom, or she taught you some things, and you picked up some things along the way, that's good. That's high. That's good. But don't ever fool yourself like you can cook better than your mama. Unless your mama just don't like to cook and she's not a good cook. Don't ever fool yourself. Hey, Mad Dog. Welcome in, moderator. Lions Pride, sis. Much love to you, Mad Dog. Thank you for coming in, getting right on the job, saying, welcome in, everybody. See, that's what I love about Mad Dog. She's going to remind you guys, double tap that screen or click the 3 dots, okay, to thumbs up the live. And we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Turn on them notifications. Okay, I call it my doorbell. I call it my YouTube doorbell, better known as that notification bell. All right, make sure you tap all, so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a short or video or I go live. Okay, I don't upload many videos, but I think I'm gonna start doing that. I don't upload videos because I don't like to edit. I don't like to edit, but guess what? I'm not gonna edit. I'll do a little bit. Mad Dog be editing. Mad Dog, you like editing. Your videos are so fun. Mad Dog edits those shorts, the videos. Mad Dog is, let me tell you something. She be editing. I don't like to edit. That's one reason I be going live. I don't like to edit. But guess what? I'm gonna probably start uploading more videos, and I'm not gonna edit. Let me go before the traffic comes. I'm not gonna edit. I'm gonna just upload it. Okay? A lot of times people will just upload. They take out those bloopers. They take out those bloopers and turn them into shorts. Okay? They take out the cute bloopers and they turn them into shorts. We got about 20 more minutes to go, y'all, because I'm gonna try to stick to 30 minutes today. Because I got some stuff I gotta do. Yes, depending on the content, it's fun to put together. Yes, Mad Dog, you be doing good. I be like, yeah, I wish I liked editing. I don't like editing because I be feeling like Okay, say it takes me an hour to do this video. I've edited before, and it didn't really take me like 2 hours to edit, but it can, because the thing about editing is once you start editing, you want it to be right. You know, that's the whole, you want it to be just right. So some people edit just to remove stuff that they don't want, and some people like truly edit to, you know, they do, it doesn't take long to remove something you don't want. You know, it may process for a while, but some people like truly edit. When I say truly edit, I mean they do a lot, like you do, Mad Dog, like you do. They have the voices, they have all kinds of stuff. I hope you didn't hear that music on YouTube. I tried to talk over it, and it's just fun. It looks fun, but I don't think it would be fun for me. I'm too impatient. I'm too impatient. The hardest thing was running game nights by myself. Oh, okay, with the effects, questions, engaging, all that. I'm grateful to have help. Right. Oh, you know what? And that's live. That's when you're live. So I bet that is hard. Because if I'm not walking and talking live, the only other thing I'm doing is like letting the rain play, letting the ocean play. But I bet that is hard. Those effects and trying to keep up with the chat, trying to keep up with who's right or who's not. It's a lot. I can see that being a lot, especially depending on the game that you play. So yeah, I bet that is hard. So I don't know. I don't when it comes to the edits and editing, I don't think it's bad. Like I know it's not bad because a lot of people like to do it. But as far as me, I'm too impatient. And it's like I want it to work right. Whatever edits I want to make, I want it to work right the first time, no more than the second time. I don't want to have to do it any more than 2 times. And then you know how sometimes it just doesn't work. Like it's nothing that you're doing wrong. Sometimes it's just a glitch and you can't get it to work. And I'm like, I feel like I'm pushed for time. See, I be feeling like while I'm editing, I could be doing something else. And so that's why I just chose to go live. I'm like, I'll just go live. I ain't got time to be editing. But I have done it before. And that's what rubbed me the wrong way about it. It's like, if I do something and it doesn't turn out right the first time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try one more time. If it don't turn out right the second time, I'm mad, but I want to do it again. I'm mad, but because I want to do it again because I don't want it to beat me and I want to do it right. Oh, okay, you do it throughout the day. I got you. That makes sense. So it may take you a day or so to edit something, and then you'll put it all together, and then upload your video or your short. See, I think maybe that's what it is for me. Maybe I need to find the ways to make it fun, because this is how I am, Mad Dog. If I do a video, I want to sit down. You know, you already got some editing anyway if you have pauses and stuff like that. But you got to get those right. If you want some sound effects, if you want images, emojis, and all this kind of stuff, moving images and all that, I be wanting to sit down and I be thinking in my mind, okay, it shouldn't take longer than an hour. I be thinking it shouldn't take any longer than an hour. And then when it does take longer, I get frustrated. Choose the videos, crop and filter, add to editing apps, put them all in order, then add music or sounds. See how simple that sounds? And I've done it before. I think it's just me being impatient and just thinking, you know what? Why do this? Just go live. But I want to upload more videos. So I'm either going to have to just let them flow, or I'm going to have to start to edit. And like you said, it's not bad. I'm just impatient. And then sometimes the sounds that you want may not be on the app, or so that means I got to have 2 or 3 apps. I look at that, and then sometimes, you know what though? Sometimes you can download free sounds. So I do like that. Sometimes you can download free sounds, and so it's not so bad. You know, you can download free sounds, and that's not so bad. I'm just impatient. That's what it is. Because it actually can be fun. It really can be fun. Editing can be fun. Oh, yeah, sometimes I have to convert. Yep, yep. So it can be fun. And then, you know, just switching, you think about it, depending on the app, some apps have a lot of stuff. And see, Mad Dog, I be looking for the free apps, like the free versions. Like, I don't be wanting to upgrade and pay for them. So I'm always looking. And I have like a few free ones that I use. But after I got impatient with it, I was just like, I could just go live. Girl, I be forgetting my passwords and everything. Like last night, I hadn't done a StreamYard in so long. Shoot. What did I forget? Girl, I almost forgot how to actually go live, and the button was sitting right there. And then I was just playing with it. So I used some of my rain and ocean sounds to just play with it. And then I did some recordings just to, just to refresh myself on screen sharing and stuff like that. Like, because if you don't do it, you forget. Like, especially with certain apps, if you don't do it, you forget where to go, where it is. And then sometimes the apps have added new features. Hey, Joyelle. That's it, Lord. I do need to do a live for y'all soon. Yes, Bad Dog. Yes, do a live soon. Hey, Joyelle. Joyelle says, hey, sisters. I listened to your sleep sounds. Thank you, Mad Dog. I appreciate that. Last night I did too. I did one. And I was so noisy. It was, I left it up though. I said, if somebody look at it, they look at it. Shoot, I ain't gonna undo it. I left it up there. And then I did another one. Because the sound wasn't right. And it's like, you have to sometimes troubleshoot. And I'm like, I still didn't get the sound the way I wanted it. For some reason, it seemed low. But all that stuff, it has to do a lot of times with where you're sharing it from. If you're using a screen share to share it, to use it. If you actually have the actual video with the sound. Because if you have the actual video, then it's easier. It sounds better. Joyelle says, hello, everyone. Thank you for coming in, Joyelle. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for those 5 thumbs up. If you happen to come across this live, if you're scrolling, stop for a few seconds, okay? Make that view count. Make that view count. Because I'm only going to be on for like 30, 35 minutes today. About 30, 35 minutes. I have to help a friend do something. And it's going to be fun. So I'll be on for like maybe 30, 35 minutes. I hope the weather is good where you guys are. I hope it's nice. It's still winter, so that being said, I know some of you guys it's still probably cold. Might have some snow, a little ice. But listen, that's okay. Enjoy that snow, enjoy that ice, but just be safe, okay? Be safe. No problem, sis. I just walked in the house. You just walked in the house, Joyelle? Yes. How was your day today, Joyelle? Mad Dog says, hey, Joyelle, have a good time. Yes, Mad Dog, we're going to have some fun today. So, on a Tuesday, too. Tuesday evening, Tuesday night. So, having some fun. Time flies when you're having fun. So, next thing you know, it'll be Wednesday, right? And we'll be talking about the weekend. Come on, Mad Dog, what you say? A 92, congratulations to you. Yes. He was kind of loud with his, y'all. A 92. Congratulations to you. Okay. Joyelle, girl, you make me sick. What Joyelle doing, Mad Dog? Let me see. Mad Dog said I broke my toe. Ooh. Joyelle, you for real? I broke my toe coming into you saying you need to do a live. You should do ASAP. Girl, Joyelle, did you break your toe for real? What Joyelle saying? Y'all know Joyelle be talking in riddles and stuff. Mad Dog, look, when I see Mad Dog say, girl, you make me sick, I'm like, Joyelle talking in riddles. Congratulations, my bookie, Mad Dog. I ain't doing Yes, you are, Joyelle. Yes, you are. Did you break your toe for real? You're welcome, Mad Dog. Look, or I'm telling you, when you go back to school, listen, when you go back to school, when you go to college, you need all the inspiration and encouragement you can get. You need all the inspiration, motivation, and encouragement you can get. I'm hollering. No, she didn't say, for real, for real. I'm hollering. Girl, I'm for real. Girl, did you break it? Joyelle ain't break her toe. See, don't be doing me like you do seeing Joyelle. Got me around here thinking who, what, where, what, and why you, and what you talking about. Man, call see. Joyelle, let me tell you. If you had broke that toe, girl, I don't think you'd be on this phone. Y'all, the toes are tender. Okay, we're gonna march, pull those legs up. We're gonna march in place. And you guys remember, professional, personalized disclaimer. Don't do anything you hear me say or do over here. If you do, you do so at your own risk, okay? Now, we don't do a lot of heavy stuff on live. We keep it light. We do a few lightweight shorts, and we walk and we talk, okay? We keep it light. But if you do anything, whether it's light, whether it's low intensity or high intensity, if you do anything, you do so at your own risk. Remember that, okay? Each person is different, all right? So always what? Consult your primary healthcare provider before starting, restarting, ending, or changing any exercise plan, routine, or regimen that you have, okay? Okay? Even taking a break, consult them. Consult them. Let them know. Let them know how you feel. You know your body, okay? You know your body. Listen to your body, okay? You know your body, and all that you don't know, listen to it. Listen to it. Pay attention to it, okay? Pay attention to it. Do the things that you can do according to your fitness level. Don't be out here trying to compete with folks and you don't know their history, their background, what type of athlete they may have been. You probably were an athlete too, but did you continue to train after you got out of high school, after you got out of college? Did you continue to train? Okay? If an Olympian decides he wants to run a race, okay, he may have run a race a year ago. Let me tell you something. He's not going to run another race without training, okay? He's not going to run another race without training. Mad Dog says, okay, it's definitely not easy, but I actually enjoy going back to yes, it's fun. It's so funny because it's not easy, but it is fun. If that makes sense. Going back to college is not easy, but it's fun. And 9 times out of 10, like, if people, when they graduate from high school, they may take a few college courses or something like that, or they may go ahead and get done. But for those who don't, and they go ahead and they work some, they have a family, then they come back to college. Look at Joyelle talking about she ran game. And they come back to college. It's fun. It's fun. It is fun. And it shows that, maybe you didn't do it when you wanted to do it, but you're doing it, right? You're doing it. And then it may not even be that you wanted to. Like when you graduate high school, everybody doesn't want to go to college right after high school. Maybe you wanted to work. Maybe you wanted to join the military. Maybe you wanted to do whatever it is that you did. And then you caught the college bug, right? You wanted to further your education, increase your knowledge. And so you decide at 25 to go to college, and you didn't at 18. You decide at 30, 35. Hell, you could be 85, okay? You can be 85 and decide, I want to get a college degree, okay? Pray about it and be about it. Pray about it and be about it. Mad Dog said, that's right, don't come blaming us, because look, we're telling you over here, we drop nuggets. We drop nuggets. We want you guys to move. We want you to move those legs. Keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. But you know your fitness level, okay? So you got to contact your primary healthcare provider. All of them, your doctor, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant, your psychologist, your psychiatrist even. Because sometimes, they put you on meds, and even if they don't put you on meds, they're working with your mental, your spiritual. So, let them know that you're exercising. Your specialty doctors, your nutritionist, your dietitian, they are your team. I always say it every day. They're your team. They form a circle around you, all right? They're the atom, they're the cell, and you're the nucleus. You're the most important part, right? Yeah, Joyelle said she ran game. Let me see. I'm crying. Ain't no way I still be on here. This makes me think of that prank Ricky Smiley did when he said my toe in my shoe. Joyelle, I'm telling you, it's no way. If you had broken your toe, you would not be on here, sis. You would not be on here. Joyelle said she ran game. Mad Dog says, I wanted to put my brain to more and better use. Yes, exactly, Mad Dog, exactly. More, more power to you for doing that. Just the fact that you want to do it means that you're in the right mindset. Sometimes, not that you're in the right or wrong mindset, sometimes you're just not in the mindset to do certain things when, you know how like in life, okay, we go to school, we go to high school, and then you graduate, and the usual way is that you go to college, right? Well, for years now, that's not always the usual way. Some people will go to technical school, and they're good with that. And they may go to college later. Some people may not go to college at all. They may work for 20 years. Around 38, 39 years old, they start feeling like they want a college degree. It's about the dedication and self-commitment. Like we talk about self, the four-letter word self. It's about what you think for yourself, what you want for yourself. You dedicate yourself to it, right? You commit yourself to it, and you do it no matter what age you are. You just being there sometimes with a bunch of 18 and 19-year-olds in college. Let me tell you something. They don't care. They don't care. A lot of times when we were in college and somebody was in there old enough to be our parent, shoot, we liked them. We brought them along just like when it was like, you have to do those group projects. We brought them right along because they were part of the group. And when you're younger like that, you probably think you know it all, or you always got somebody who ain't gonna want to do right with the group. But when you got like a mother figure or a father figure in the group, they tend to straighten up a little bit. They still might not do all the way right, but they kind of straighten up a little bit. Because they be feeling like the person old enough to be their parent is going to tell the teacher. They be feeling like they're going to tell the instructor. Joyelle says, it is very engaging and I'm proud of you. It sharpens you and you are more focused. Yep. Especially now that you are, especially now that you have a family. Right. Because it's like a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. And a lot of people say that. When they graduated high school, it was just them. They were still dependent on their parents. And even if they weren't dependent on their parents, it was just them. Like if they didn't have a kid at 17 or 18, it's just them. So they feel like, okay, I can go back to college. I'm tired of school. Now that you don't have to go to school, they be like, I'll go back to school in a couple of years. And sometimes they do. Sometimes people just, I've seen people take a year off. They just take that year off. They think about some things because maybe they didn't know what they wanted to do in high school as far as college goes. They know they want to go to college. They're still not sure what they want to major in. They just take a year off. Those with the little coins, they may go overseas and, try some stuff. They may do a lot of stuff. There's some humanity work. And some of them may just work in their town. They just work in their town. And then they figure it out. Now, does that mean they're still going to that they'll decide 4-year college? No, it means a lot of them do. But a lot of them decide 2-year college. They decide associate's degree. They decide certification programs. They get certified. And like we were talking the other day, a lot of those jobs make more money than the money people make that go to college for 4 years. 6 years, okay? That's how it is. But don't get it twisted. A lot of college graduates are doing great. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, especially when you first graduate. But it's the thing about just knowing that you did it. That's an accomplishment. That shows dedication. After high school, when you didn't have to go to school again, right? You dedicated and committed yourself to go another 4 years. That's something to be proud of. I don't care what your degree is in, right? Sometimes people try to say, oh, that's what she got a degree in. She ain't gonna get no good job. Well, listen, you don't know that. She could have got a degree in dog walking, okay? Walking the dog every day. And depending on where she goes, she might could make $100,000 a year walking the dogs of the rich and famous, okay? I tell my students all the time, I'm going to slow down, y'all, because I'm getting off in a few minutes so I can read the comments. Let me see. I tell my students all the time, everyone doesn't have a plan. Once they graduate from high school, it is perfectly fine to attend a community college, afterwards attend big girl college. Exactly. Exactly. Some people will attend a community college, and guess what? When they're attending that community college, a lot of those courses, as long as they don't go playing around, a lot of those courses are going to transfer to their four-year college. And they may not even have to go for a whole 4 years. They may be able to get their 2 years at the community college and another 2 years at the big college. And then even if they don't, if they still have to go 3 to 4 years to the big college, that's okay. That's okay, because there are a lot of colleges now where people are getting their degrees in 3 years. So that's okay too. Even if they have to go the whole time. At least, guess what? If they go to a community college and get an associate's degree or some type of certificate, they can maybe get a better job to help put themselves through the 4-year institution. Mad Dog says, I appreciate that. Joya says, this is never a race. Age is never a factor. The race isn't given to the swift, okay? The key is to never give up. Thank you, Joyelle. Preach to him, Joyelle. Preach, preach, preach. I hope y'all catch this replay if you do not catch this live, okay? Because Joyelle's spitting some facts up in here, all right? I love and support you. I have and am at the cusp of my last Black Girl Magic degree. Come on, Joyelle, and you got it. You got it. It's yours. It's yours. Think about it being in your hand right now. You're holding it. Think about it. You're holding it. Sick Mad Dog said, yes, Joyelle, period. You're holding it in your hand right now. Okay? You may not be able to feel it in your hand, but I bet you can see it in your mind. I bet you can see it in your mind. You may not be able to feel it in your hand, but I bet you can see it in your mind. And guess what, y'all? Sometimes there are obstacles. You know what? Let me tell y'all, one of the biggest obstacles that people use, and y'all know with this political environment that we have going on right now, right? One of the biggest obstacles that people use against you, you know what? A few of them. Sometimes it's gender, age, race, and economic status, socioeconomic status. If they know you don't come from much, guess what? You got some people that will try to make you feel defeated because you don't come from much. They won't tell you about all the things that you can get to help you. Ain't that something? When you go to college, y'all, there's oftentimes scholarships in place and other forms of assistance, not even just financial, maybe as far as her living quarters, because there are more mature adults living on campuses. All campuses won't provide that, but there are so many things that you should be privy to, but you may not be privy to. And yes, to get rid of DEI, you got all these people talking about, well, if you get it on your merit. Look at the administration. They got some of the dumbest people working these jobs ever. So it's not about getting it on your merit. It's about they're tired of sharing the wealth. They're tired of sharing the abilities, okay? People have the abilities, and then you got those who don't really have the abilities saying you should get it on your merit. People have the knowledge, the abilities, the education, the smarts to obtain certain jobs, but they're being held back because of their race, because of their gender, okay? Because of their age. So we do need DEI, okay? We do need DEI. Believe it or not, admit it or not, we know who runs this country, okay? We know who runs this country. They ran it all these years with DEI, and they're still running it. They're still running it. But there's a fear, because once you start to become outnumbered, and you who have been the majority for years and for centuries, once you start to look like they're starting to tell you by 2050, you're going to be the minority. When that starts to happen, even those who are 80 years old, they get a little antsy. Well, what does this mean for my kids, my grandkids, and my great-grandkids? They're going to have to share the wealth. They're not really sharing the wealth because we never got our piece of the wealth. Okay? We never got our piece of the wealth. So they're still not sharing it. But what happens is majority rules. Okay? So they thinking about something that'll be 100 years from now when everybody's gone, but their grandkids and great grandkids will be here. They want them to have it easy like they did. So they don't have it hard. Those white males are not being discriminated against, but they want to keep it that way. They want to keep it that way. They want to make sure that they don't get discriminated against. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? What J-Lo said, ain't that funny? They tell everybody else to get over it. It's in the past. But the moment they feel like those tables can change, those tables can turn, and it could be them on the end not receiving the wealth, then they start to enact all this stupid stuff that's going on right now. And the funny part about it is, he really does think he's going to be king, because just like he got in there and turned over all that stuff, day 1, 2, 3, and is still doing it right now. He making so many people mad. Even those who knew he wasn't for them, but because of the race, they decide to roll with it. Because of the gender, because some of them look like us. They decided to roll with it. They couldn't stand the fact of a woman leading something. So Kamala, if she was on her cycle, I don't think she would make any decisions crazy like this nut job. Is that the thing? Gender discrimination. Oh, women are hormonal. They do this, they do that. What's his excuse? What's his excuse? You would have done better with the woman. You would have done better with the woman. Now you got some of these broke farmers who Biden helped. That help got rescinded yesterday and in the past few days. Now they out here whining and crying and trying to figure out a way not to blame who the fault falls on. That fault falls on your king. You remember your king? That fault falls on him. His signature took away those funds. His signature took away the money that you were using to get the equipment that you needed for your farm to continue to prosper. His signature did that. Biden's signature gave you some money. But see, welfare is okay when it's hurting a select group. But welfare is a problem when it's hurting another select group. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Mr. Musty himself has received welfare assistance. Anytime you got to receive money from a country, you're receiving welfare. It's for the welfare of your being, your business, your family, right? So you're receiving welfare. Otherwise, when you want to act like you're so high in the social economic ladder, that means you don't take from anybody. You don't take from anybody. You take a loan, you build your business and you repay it back. But you don't go looking for governmental assistance through grants and things like that. So if you got to do that, that means you receive welfare too, no matter how high up on that social economic status ladder you are. You receive welfare too. And then you had the poor ones, who it was all about race and gender. They all over the internet crying, y'all. They all over the internet whining and crying. But see, it was okay as long as they thought it was just going to affect Bonquisha and them over there in the projects. But now that it's affecting Todd over there in the Missouri farm, it's a problem. And it was so funny, y'all. I saw one of them fussing and fussing and fussing, and another farmer came on and said, yeah, you're fussing. I'm a farmer too, so I'm not going to rub it in. But you voted for what you're getting right now. You're voted for what you're getting right now. And don't try to find a way to finagle your way through it and put it on Biden, because that money that you're talking about you're not getting anymore, Biden got you that money. So for all these people that kept saying, what is Biden doing for you? What is Biden doing for you? You understand it when it gets taken away, right? You understand what he was doing now, right? You understand what Kamala was saying that she wanted to continue to do, right? And what bothers me so bad is some of these African Americans and some of these other races that voted for him, y'all, and they had no shame on talking about the price of groceries. Well, the price of groceries is, that's why you vote. No, just tell the truth. You're racist. You're a bigot. Okay? You want to keep the socioeconomic situation the way it is. Nothing makes a person feel better than thinking that another person is beneath them, right? Y'all know that, right? Nothing makes a group of people especially feel good like thinking that another group of people is beneath them. That gives people the best feeling in the world. We're going to talk about P. Diddy just for one situation. Because what he said was nothing but the truth when he said this. He's an arrogant little joker. But when he told that one guy that was on his show, the Making the Band thing, why are you whining and crying? Why are you whining and crying? Because you're the minority in the rap game. When I go out there and stand on whatever and whatever with my suit on, and the cab driver will know who I am. If you walk up next to me, he gonna pull up to you to offer you the ride first. So why are y'all whining and crying? And stop acting like you haven't been getting the benefit of everybody else's struggle. So, because that's what happens. When people feel like they're not about to get the benefit of everybody else's struggle anymore, then they have a problem with it. And you have a lot of poor people who couldn't afford to be, both parties got their issues, right? But there's only one party that's going to try to look out for the benefit of those who are working hard every day. If you think a billionaire is looking out for your best interest, you got to be out your mind. You got to be out of your mind. And now he's told y'all, well, the grocery price is probably gonna be bad before it gets better. He wasn't saying that before November though, and y'all were falling for it. So now when I say something like that, y'all not had to cuss somebody out on my egg short, talking about it takes time. It didn't take time for him to sign all them damn executive orders. Mad Dog says, you better say that. Yep. Joyelle says, it's the irony for me. Why? Because they thought they wouldn't be personally affected. Exactly. They thought that they wouldn't be personally affected, Joyelle. It was okay as long as they thought they wouldn't be impacted. Yeah. See, they thought it was going to be the people over in the projects. And if one or two of them happen to be in the projects, oh well. But you know who they put the projects on, right? They thought it would be the people getting the food stamps, right? But more of another group of people get food stamps than they admit, right? more than we do, because after all, we are 14% of the we are 14%, right? So that little 14% ain't breaking the welfare system. Somebody else getting some welfare, okay? Somebody else getting some welfare and getting a lot of it and getting over. But seeing you got these farmers and things like that. See, you didn't read that 2025. And when people kept saying, read 2025, read Agenda 47, when people kept saying that, nobody wanted to listen. And they damn sure didn't read it because they said it was too long. It was too long. When you're dealing with a lunatic like what we have, only a lunatic would think that they can go and negotiate a war with only half of the parties involved in the war being there. Okay? Who goes to Saudi Arabia to negotiate the war between Ukraine and Russia? And Ukraine isn't in the building. Who does that? Exactly, Joyelle. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Okay? And everything that's in there, the Department of Education, welfare, Section 8, Medicare, Medicaid, and then you got a nut job over Health and Human Services who doesn't know the difference between the parts of Medicare. He doesn't know the difference between them. So come on now. And now you got them on here whining and crying. But listen, the sad part about it though, a lot of the ones that's on here whining and crying, if they had to vote for them again today, they would. Because they drank the Kool-Aid. They drank the Kool-Aid. A few of them spitting it out. A few of them spitting it out. A few of them wishing they could take that vote back so bad. They so badly wish that they could take that vote back. So yeah, a few of them, they spitting the Kool-Aid out. But some of them, they're too stubborn to spit it out. They're complaining and trying to blame another administration that's no longer there. See, I can understand that, how parties blame each other for stuff, right? But when you get in and you say you the HCIC, head clown in charge, and you're going to do all this and all that, then you and your followers and your people don't come to us talking about, oh, it's going to take time. It ain't take time for you to let a South African go through all up and through folks' social security numbers and all this kind of stuff. So don't tell us it's going to take time to get eggs down. Yo, everybody knows that the bird flu is affecting the eggs. But your king, what about the other groceries? Because it ain't just eggs that's high. It ain't just eggs that's high. It's more than just the eggs. It's gas. It's food in general. Yeah, it's food that I paid $5 for probably 2 years ago. That's like $8.99, $9 now. $10. Okay? And at one point, during the past administration, the Biden administration, inflation was on its way down. It was on its way down. They had that really one good day after the election. That happens every election. That happens every election where things may look great or way, way better. But what they looking like now? What they looking like now? You know, if he got it like he got it going on like he got it going on, get in there and make some changes. Get in there and make some significant changes pronto. He writing all these damn orders, getting all these people fired, and he can't do nothing to affect the prices. And see, honestly, we knew that. We knew that and he knew that. But it was the people that he fools that didn't know that. They even knew it. They even knew it. But that was their excuse to put him in. They needed help on their groceries. They needed help on their groceries. And when those of us who are against him call it out, give him time. Give him time to do what? To do what? Continue ruining the country? He's doing just fine with that part. It's the other part that he promised you that he's not doing so great with. I read it. I knew we would be. See? Joyelle said she knew we would be. Okay. Okay. Read. It's like reading. And like I said the other day, they want to get rid of anything that helps veterans, anything that helps poor people, anything that helps the needy, in order so that they can give themselves these big tax breaks. Tax breaks. Okay? He wants to get rid of all things that help the needy. But the main ones that voted for him were the ones complaining about these damn eggs. Like I keep telling people, get your damn hen. Shit, get your chicken. Get a chicken hen. Shit. You'll be glad you did. Get your damn, they lay about an egg or two a day. Shit, you probably need about 1 or 2 a day. You got folks now talking about, oh, I don't hardly eat eggs anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. They'll say anything to excuse this clown. Honey, the wings are ridiculous. Okay, my children love them, and I be mad in the store. Right. And then everybody else just jumps on the bandwagon. You know, groceries are up. Gas is going up in some places. Then you got people like your utilities, your water people, your water sources, your power sources want to just take advantage and go up too. Your cable want to take advantage and go up too. Taking advantage of it. He has laid off federal workers. Yes, Joyelle, federal workers. Some of these health and services workers. I'm like, why did they even put an old boy in there? Like the Department of Education. You trying to get rid of it? Why even give Linda McMahon a job? You trying to get rid of it? Kennedy. Why put him over Health and Human Services when you're firing scientists and doctors? Like who's going to do the research? How are they going to get the financial backing to do the research that they do? Do you think that, like, you know, God works all miracles, and God is in control of everything when it comes to medicine and medical. But he does give us people that he gives a lot of knowledge to in order to do the things that they need to do to try to help keep things going, right? Try to help people out. So you get rid of all those people. You got people leaving. He's getting rid of agencies that help single mothers, veterans. You get rid of all these people, so you basically get rid of the resources, right? You got people who are getting certain medications right now. They're cutting funding to medical research. Some of the people are leaving their jobs. If he's not firing them, they're leaving because of the fact that how can they continue to do their work and they don't have any funding? How can they continue to do their work with no funding? See, he worried about all that stupid stuff, firing people like this. America is really living in a damn game show. He worried about all that. And ain't one damn time he really truly addressed the price of groceries, the cost of living. Did he say anything else about raising the minimum wage? Hell no. But you got these people who literally and figuratively cannot afford to be a Republican in this day and age. Hell, you got Republicans telling you they can't afford to be Republican. Not under this regime, because this is what it is a regime. They're telling you they cannot afford to be Republicans. Not under this idiot. Not under his people. Who in the hell gets a South African to come over here and give some access to every drop of information? Yeah, they can get information on you if they want to, but I'm saying to openly, blatantly give him access to every drop of every American's information in this country. And he ain't even a damn American. Well, he just became one 30 years ago. If he did. He's a resident of Canada and he's a South African. And he all about the apartheid. He trying to make America great again, and in the process he's gonna make South Africa great again, from his perspective. And you got these hateful, racist lunatics in the United States willing to bend the knee to kiss the A of Putin to let that happen. To help him to let that happen. Because you know what? Honestly, Putin or not, that 2025, that wasn't Putin. That wasn't Putin. Yeah, it's absurd. The absurdity. Exactly. Laying off federal workers. You got veterans that need to call the hotlines, certain hotlines. If it took you 30 minutes to get in last week, it's probably going to take you 3 hours to get in this week. But you got people who want to act like they want to ignore that, talking about, where's your tax dollar going? And where's my tax dollar going? You blubbering idiot. You blubbering idiot. Your tax dollars going to help with that Medicare and Medicaid, to help with any other types of assistance that you get. That's where it's been going. You worried about the fact that you had to pay some taxes back. Hell, you should have filed your taxes right. Shit, a lot of people didn't have to pay their taxes, pay taxes because they didn't file right, even if it wasn't intentional. Sometimes a person can miss something and you end up having to pay back $400 or $500 where you thought you were going to get $400 or $500. Sitting here talking about what happened to her tax. The same thing happened to your tax dollars that's been happening for years. They've been helping finance these damn wars. They've been helping do a lot of stuff. And they've been telling us decade after decade that Social Security was going to run out because they were using it for every damn thing else but Social Security on top of Social Security. So now you're talking about folks voting and they're 150 years old. Get the hell out of here with that stuff. See, a lot of Democrats don't think that he won the election, but we ain't going to be a fool and run and storm the Capitol. We ain't going to be a fool and say it all day and hold it as a grudge all day. Ain't no way in the hell that man won. You can't really go by the polls and things like that. But everything kept that race tight to him behind. All of a sudden, 2 weeks or so before, oh, he 5, 6, 7 points ahead. And you got a rogue, a thief, like Muskie in the mix. So you think that wasn't bought? But did Democrats act a fool? Did they go storm capitals? No. Only the people who are afraid of becoming a minority will ever do something like that. That's what happens when one has never taken, a Black history course and desires to omit our history in school, colleges, and universities. Exactly. The only group of people that had to ask for reparations still not receive reparations. And then you get them, well, my great so-and-so was Black. Does that mean I get reparations? Can you prove that your great, 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 great so-and-so was black? Because we don't have to try hard to prove ours. You can look at us. You can look at us and see. Quit lying. Did you say your great, 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 great so-and-so was Indian? Was Jewish? You got Americans paying for stuff that just because they didn't help in certain situations. But they partook in their oldest sin, this country's oldest sin, and they don't want to help the people who they committed the sin against. They want to tell us to talk to our kings and queens over there in Africa. One thing about it, and two things for sure, there are slaves everywhere. And our kings and queens in Africa probably did have us as slaves. They went over there with the little blankets and stuff like that. They probably did sell them. But did they know what they were selling them into? Did they truly know the treatment that they would receive? Once they found out, what could they do? What could they do? So that shit about your people sold you, yeah, they damn did, and because a lot of other people sold them too. But did they know? Did they have any idea of what they were selling our people into? Now, you can't go back in history and tell me that. I can't say they didn't know, but I can guarantee you this. All the way over there in damn Africa, all the way over there in damn Africa, y'all wouldn't, I bet you your ancestors didn't tell them, we're going to be maiming them, making babies with them so that they can have more to work in the field. We're going to be breaking the families up so that they can think they'll never see each other again, and then they'll go make other families more to have for us to work. Hell, they even got paid for slavery ending. Y'all hear him? How you doing? The hell, they even got paid for slavery ending. A pretty penny for each slave. So they got reparations, hell. So now you don't get none. If we get them, hell no, you don't get none. You got them. Your ancestors got them. The hell? You ain't have no problems giving them to the natives. No problems giving them to Jewish people. They might not like this lie, but I don't give a dive. They may. And for those who say that we were over here anyway, well, guess what? A lot of the natives and Mexicans were over here too. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn that we were over here anyway. For those that say, you know, your genes go back and they don't go back to Africa, you were here anyway. Guess what? They don't give a damn. They still treat you like what? Like the black that you are. Like the African heritage that you have. Because at the end of the day, you still got that black DNA. Mankind was where? From where? Where was it? Okay. So if you were already over here, guess what? You still got that black skin, and you're still what to them? So just be quiet, and you get the reparations too. You got so many people want to say, we was already over here. So what? So if for all those black people that always talk about how we were already over here, which I believe sisters agree that that's true. So you wouldn't want the reparations? Because you know how stingy they are with us anyway. You're going to have to be able to prove that you descended from Africa, you know. Hell, we all descendants from Africa. So you're giving everybody else theirs, but you're not giving us ours. The hell? Joya says, that's right, sis. He's close to... Okay. He do that to me every day, Joyelle. Last year, he used to come right out there to the street and just bark, 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 bark. He'd come right out there to the street. And at first, you know, because I'm scared of any dog that don't belong to me. I don't care how big he is or how small he is. Girl, I'm telling you, one dog had me out here dancing in the streets. Little bitty, looked like a little shih tzu or something. Came outside, came running up to me. Girl, he was just nibbling at my shoestrings. Yeah, I did not want to foot that dog. I did all I can not to foot that dog. And his kids was out there, and I'm like looking at the mom like, okay, you don't get your dog. It is what it is. And I didn't want to. And girl, little girl finally got the dog. And I'm like, girl, she was lying, talking about, I don't know who dog that is. He just took up here and started playing with them. Girl, that was their damn dog. She just lied about that dog for so long. And every time I go walking, they'll grab him after that. But that day, that dog had me out here. We were doing the two-step. He wasn't like trying to, I don't know what he was doing. It was like, I'm like, get him, because at some point he gonna bite. He like grabbing at my shoestrings. It was almost like he wanted to take my shoes off. It was almost like he wanted to take my shoes off. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this dog? And he was so little. I didn't want to hurt the dog. I want everything due unto me. Okay, my 40 acres and the mule. Okay, and the mule's baby. Shit. They gave everybody else so much. And that's why I say, you look like me. I don't care what you think about where you derived from, where you came from. I don't care what you think about it. This man don't give a f about you. And the sad part, you got some of us that'll roll with him and won't even roll together. You should have told them what Sprucia told her neighbor about the dog. I should have. That dog was so little. It was a cute little dog, but he was just biting at my shoestrings. I'm like, you better get your dog, because I don't want to kick your dog. She lied and said that wasn't their dog. Then when I came back by there, every time I turn around, the dog was in the yard. Hell, next thing you know, I said, I know damn well this dog ain't just take up your old line self. Just lying. No, that dog didn't just take up there. Talking about these kids, that dog came up here and started playing with them. I'm like, whatever. When that girl called that dog, he wasn't paying her any attention. But when she ran, because it was like, they was probably like about from there to my foot. So when she ran to get him, she grabbed him like he was hers. She grabbed him like he was familiar with her. And he acted familiar with her. I'm like, lady, please stop lying. But that one right there, his owner usually sits on the porch. And every day that I walk by there, when they're outside, he runs his little bad butt to the curb, barking his head off. And then he just stops and looks at me. Like he just stops and stares at me. Or Joyelle, sometimes he act funny. Sometimes he'll stop. And then when I stop, like I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk today. Like I'll stop, or I'll slow up if I'm on live and kind of stop and look at him. Girl, tell me why he'll turn his head. He'll turn his head. Ah! Joyelle is so crazy. Joyelle says, the little bug eyes bastard. Joyelle, he's so funny. He'll run up to me, and he won't ever come off the curb though. Like he'll come right up along in here, and he'll just run. Sometimes he'll stop, and when I'm walking by talking to him, girl, he'll stop and then he'll look off the other way. He'll turn his head, and sometimes he'll run alongside me. Like yesterday, I hadn't seen him in a long time. He ran alongside me, but today he ran from the side of the house, just a barking. But he always gets right there to the curb and he stops. But let me tell you something. He's still a dog. So I kind of familiar with him, but he's still a dog. Ain't nobody crazy. He's still a dog. He got a mouth. Let me tell you, I got pit bulls. And I know about the breed of a pit bull, okay? I know how they are. But I know them. And even though you know them, these dogs got mouths. When they mad, they just like humans, like we were talking the other day. Animals they get a little feisty with their owners. You have to watch them. That's why I say I have never, ever left a baby or a child around a dog. I don't care how mild-tempered the dog is. I don't leave kids around dogs like that. Hey, Lakeitha. Hello, Lounge Pride in chat. How's everyone doing? We're doing good, Lakeitha. How you doing? Welcome into the chat. Glad to see you today. I hope you've been good on this terrific Tuesday. We just been out here fussing a little bit about the state of the nation. We've been fussing a little bit about the state of the nation. I try not to talk about it too much because you're going to always have somebody that can come into your chat or come on your video trying to say some dumb-ish instead of facing the facts and facing the reality. Always going to be saying some dumb-ish instead of facing the facts and facing the reality. They always want you to listen to alternative facts, which equal lies. Which equal lies and deception. They always want you to listen to that. I think some people who would not normally listen to this mess, I think they're listening now and they're just almost like, it's like they've given up. So even they try to argue with you. No, just because you gave up don't mean I'm giving up. We have a lunatic running the nation. Okay? It's thing one and thing two. Thing one is the real president. He's from South Africa. They didn't want a black president whose dad was African, but they letting a South African have access to all our information. Right? So now we got thing one and two for presidents. And the vice president, I don't even know what you call him. I guess you could technically just call him thing three. Because like that little boy said, you ain't the president. His dad is the president. And you know that little boy heard him say that. You know that little boy heard him say that. And that's what he feels. And he's sitting up there looking like a doofus. You got two grown sons, and you got this other man, this other South African running your ass. Running your ass and running the country down. Joya says, you're his little friend now. Yeah, he been running out there to me for about 2 years. About 2 years, that little dog been running out there messing with me. Julia says, hey, Lakeitha Boo, how are you? How are you? How are you? We have a pity too. You do? Yeah, girl. It's like people say, they always say, don't blame the animal, blame the owner. I mean, I know there's some truth to that, but I also know that certain dogs, their temperaments are not good to be around kids. You know, they're an animal. They can't change who they are or how they are. But, you know, when you have kids, I don't care if it's a teacup. I'm not leaving no baby around no dog. Period. Lakeitha says, I'm good. Why? Don't get me started on that, right? I know, Lakeitha. I be trying not to, because you be having these people want to come in your comment section. And I don't be giving a damn about cussing nobody out for real. Especially when it comes to like common sense. Just admit you were wrong. Because it's a lot of your buddies all online admitting that they were wrong. So don't come over here in my comment section tomorrow. Give him some time. Give him some time for what? To get the egg prices down? Okay, it's the bird flu. Bird flu is out. Okay, that is why some of the eggs are, you know, they're not egging. The supply is low, but they're there. And I mean, I know when, you know, the demand goes up and the supply is low, of course, the price goes up. But there are some times where you're in situations that kind of like pandemic-y, you know? We're in an egg pandemic. We're in an egg pandemic, an egg situation going on here. He can't get them from somewhere else. He can do all this other ish he doing. He can do somebody else cut a tree, y'all. I almost stumbled on that one. He can do 100 orders in a day. Like he's a king. He even put out something on his little social media talking about he who does not defend his country. I want to say, bitch, you ain't no king. Huh? But that's what these poor people allowed him to think. Because it wasn't the rich people. Of course, you know, most of the rich people voted for him, but a lot of rich people didn't. Most of the rich people voted for him, but because they know that they should pay their fair taxes, a lot of the rich people didn't. It's these old poor for broke folks who voted for him. It's these African-American men and women, too, who couldn't deal with not having a male as a president. Now a lot of them sitting down ain't saying ish. They ain't saying ish. Or they, you know how some people just can't admit that they're wrong? So the dumber they look, the dumber they're willing to look. They try to make excuses for it. And you know what the first excuse is always to blame the past administration. Or the black guy. The black guy. Who's been out of office how many years now? Since 2016. So what? Almost 9 years. Been out of office 9 years. Okay. Look at and look at the funny part is that the little boy is so cute. The little boy is so cute. I hope he ends up being the total opposite of his daddy. I hope he ends up being the total opposite of his daddy. The little boy is so cute. But the way he's raising him, because my 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds wouldn't have said no mess like that. So that lets you know that he already lets them talk too much. He lets them listen to grown folks' business. Remember our folks used to say, get out of here, grown folks talking. He lets them engage in grown folks' business. He lets them hear too much. He lets them hear too much. Because he said that because that's what his daddy has been saying. He said that because that's what his daddy has been saying. He needs time served in prison because if Obama had done half of what, okay, Orange Face is done. Look, if Obama had done, he would have been impeached and kicked out. Not just impeached, but impeached, tried, and found guilty and kicked out. Impeached, tried, found guilty, and kicked out. I'm like, huh? Elon Musk, that boy daddy? That little boy cute. Maybe when he grow up, he gonna look like his daddy, but that little boy cute. Well, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I said I was gonna be on for 30 minutes because I do got something to do. My friend gonna be fussing at me now because I'm gonna be running a little bit late. But I have enjoyed this conversation with, of course, Joyelle and Lakeitha and my moderator, Mad Dog No Good. Thank you guys for coming into this chat and coming into this live. I appreciate you. And for those that came through who didn't want to drop down, guess what? I appreciate you too because you were in here. You were in here. You left and some of you came back and some of you just kind of, you flipped and people were coming, people were going. But guess what? I appreciate you. I appreciate the subscribers, the content creators, my moderators, and the YouTube platform, okay? So y'all be good. And what do I always tell you? Don't let bothered people bother you. Because they're bothering you because somebody bothered them. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. Okay? Keep moving. The same way we keep moving every day when we're walking and exercising, I want you to keep moving, okay? GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. Don't stay where you're not welcome or wanted. And don't let anybody come into your ecosystem and disrupt it, okay? Don't let anybody come into your ecosystem and disrupt you. If they come in there, just like I said, GYGAG, okay? GTGAG. Let them grab their grip and go, okay? If they come into your spot, let them grab their grip and go, okay? So keep your sanity. Keep your sanity, especially if it means losing it behind people that you don't know and who don't know you, and they definitely don't love or like you, okay? They definitely don't love or like you, or love you, all right? So y'all know what I wish you. It's the 3 P's for me. I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live together, hold hands together, roam together, and be together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. And if you're failing to prosper to your fullest potential, then you're not serving the purpose that you really want to serve. All right? All right? You may serve it, and you may prosper. But if you allow the chaos and the negativity to be too much, be around you too much, think about how much more you could prosper without it. Think about how much more you can serve your purpose without it. Okay? So I want you guys to take care. Continue to have a terrific rest of your Tuesday. Love you too, Joyelle. Lakeitha says, see you later. See you later. Lakeitha, thank you for jumping in here. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. I appreciate y'all, each and every one of you. You know, y'all make the live. I make the live. Together we make the live. Okay? So you have to let your people know that you appreciate them. You really, really do. I know we fuss a lot of times. Content creators be fussing. I be trying not to be fussy. Like, it's some stuff that's going on in this world that you want to fuss about. But as far as like the platform itself, I be trying not to be fussy. Sometimes people will push you to it, but look, I be trying not to be fussy, especially about the platform because it is free. Okay? And with the price of everything going up, how long will it be free? How long will it be free? You know, there are some things you kind of have to pay for, but typically it's free. It's free. So I appreciate the platform as well. So you guys protect your peace, protect your purpose. See, we love these P words. Y'all know we love the R words, we love the P words, and we love that 4-letter word known as self. Self-love, self-commitment, self-worth, self-control, self-respect, self-determination, self-evaluations. Okay? Think about those things when you take 10 minutes out of the day to just spend time with yourself. I encourage each and every one of you guys to exercise cardiovascular aerobic activity every day, right? But I also encourage you to take like 10 minutes out of each day, even if it's on your 15-minute break at work. Eat that snack real quick because it's just a snack. Get it on down. And then just kind of sit there. Self-reflection, okay? Selfish. Sometimes you got to be selfish. Being selfish is not always a bad thing. You got to take care of yourself in order to take care of those that we love. We always put them first. That's just what we do. But sometimes you got to take some time to take care of yourself so that you can continue to take care of them. Okay? All right? Self-respect. Did we say that one? And you guys already know. Release, relax, relate to the things that you can. Resolve the things that you can. Remember who you are. Revisit some things that you've done before. Reconnect. Okay? All right? Remember. Reevaluate. Re-implement some things that were working for you, and you kind of, you know how we just kind of stop doing some things, and we think back like, why did I stop doing that? So re-implement some of those things that you do. Reset, refocus, reset, and restart. All right, all right. Lakeitha says bye, Joyelle. Joyelle says see you later, Lakeitha. Amen, amen, Lakeitha, amen. So there are a lot of positive R words. There are a lot of positive P words. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Okay? Seek those three so that they can help you fulfill your purpose and keep your peace. All right? So it goes back. It started with peace and it ends with peace. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Allow those three things help you to fulfill your purpose so that you can keep your peace. So you got peace on the front end, you got peace on the back end. Okay? Okay, y'all know how I like to do over here. We just walking and talking, but I just come up with little stuff because it's motivational for us to keep us going. So if it's the Lord's will, I will see you guys tomorrow on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you again, ladies, for coming in. And I will see you guys. Hopefully you can come in tomorrow. Bye, y'all.